Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all feeling great, feeling groovy, realizing the government does not love you, and also realizing that everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is July 10th of 2025, 10:40 a.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the communist shithole known as Ontario, Canada. And I have a strange topic for today. One I've brought up before, not for quite a while. Who are they that are walking among us that are not human? There's someone else walking among us. It's definitely not the same species as me. I'm 100% convinced that that's the truth. Anyone who knows anything about me knows I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe in the Bible, and, I believe in all of that. And Christianity does not teach that there's anything other than humans. It does not teach that there's alien beings or anything like that. However, just because it doesn't necessarily teach it, in my mind, doesn't make it untrue. Now, I'm not claiming they're aliens from another planet. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that whatever they are, they're not the same as me. That I'm 100% sure of. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why I say that. My best guess is that they're descendants of the fallen angels somehow. Because we know they exist. According to Christianity, the fallen angels are, well, some of them are apparently chained up down underground, but I think a whole lot of them have not even been judged and dealt with yet. And they are minions of the devil himself. Now, have they procreated and made more? And likely, they might even have, they might be geneticists. Okay, there's lots of ancient stories about beings getting involved in changing the genetics of stuff, and there's even ancient Sumerian stories about that. The Anunnaki and all that. That they talk about really advanced geneticists messing with the genes and creating different types of beings. So these things I'm talking about, whatever they are likely products of the fallen angels somehow. Whether they're skilled geneticists and they've been messing with things, or they're direct descendants of them, of the fallen ones themselves, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. But there's something else walking around out there, folks, that is not the same as me. Or you. Or anybody. They're different. And they're either androgynous or they're hermaphrodites. Many of you have probably heard of the ancient Greek goddess Aphrodite. Take that name, Aphrodite, and put H-E-R-M in front of it. What do you get? What do you get? Most people, when they say Aphrodite, that doesn't even clue in. That's describing a hermaphrodite. Definitely. That's where the word comes from. And I was involved in shamanism for many years. And in certain traditions of shamanism, I think Siberian shamanism was one of them, possibly the Shipibos too in Peru. There's several traditions who felt this way. Androgyny which means not male or female. You're just sort of nothing. You're what we're calling non-binary now. Is a sacred thing. It's a shaman would even try to display characteristics like that, the way he would dress and the way he would try to express androgyny in his fashion, in his, in the way he presented himself. So this is and it's considered sacred and holy in these shamanic traditions. There's something they know about that the rest of us don't. I've never been able to get to the bottom of it, but when I was into shamanism and really studying a lot of different traditions, it came up over and over. It was something really common. Then there's a book called Jehovah Prophecy, which it even talks about Jesus and everything in that book. But in that book, the beings that come down and scoop up a human, Michel Desmarquet, who wrote the book, he thinks they're women. And when he refers to them as females, they're like, no, there's no women on this ship at all. And they say they're basically hermaphrodites. So this is a recurring theme, okay? The idea of androgyny or being a hermaphrodite. Aphrodite is the biggest clue I've ever seen. That's from ancient Greece. Somehow they had the idea of hermaphrodites, obviously, or they wouldn't have called one of them Aphrodite. So, who are they? I don't know. But I left something in the description. A video that's, well, everyone's doing videos on this now. Staff Sergeant of the RCMP. As soon as I saw a thumbnail of, I don't even want to say her. As soon as I saw a thumbnail of it, whoa, what's that? What's that? It's frightening. For someone like me to even see it, it's just frightening. It defies logic. You cannot tell by looking at it if it's male or female. Impossible to tell that. Once you hear the voice, you're going to lean towards female. And I think even the name, I forget, it's a female name, I think. So I think it's supposed to be a female. Ugh. And it's talking about how traditional values are a clear indication of total extremism, of course. Someone just wants to live a quiet Christian life with their family. They're extremists. They're dangerous. Yeah. I was walking down the street one day, and a trans person, I guess we'll say, was walking towards me, and it was a big trans person. I'm not going to say he or she's, I don't know. I couldn't tell. But the minute it saw me, it was really tall and big boned and just, it was unusual looking. It was really different looking. And when it saw me, the face turned to this evil, mean look, and it glared at me as it walked towards me, and even turned its head and looked at me like this as it walked by me. I could feel its stare. It was so disturbing. And I get the feeling as soon as it went by, it's like, that wasn't human. That was definitely not human. I had no idea what it was. I couldn't even tell if it was male or female. It was impossible. If I had to guess, I'd lean towards male, but it definitely had some major female characteristics too. It had both. And it didn't look like, the ones that just cosplay or whatever they say. This one looked like it legitimately had both. It was some sort of cross between the two. And evil looking, and did it glare at me. It hated me in a way you can't imagine. I didn't even speak. I didn't even give it a glance, really. I tried to keep my eyes straight forward and just keep walking. But it hated me. Oh boy, did it hate me. And I've been seeing these things. That's the most extreme one I ever saw. But I've been seeing these all over the place. Some to a lesser extent. They don't freak me out quite as much as that one did. But they're everywhere. They're all over the place. I guess that's what's going by the label of non-binary or something. What are they, folks? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? There's something else walking around out there. It's clear to me. So, as I don't have the answers, I'll leave it there. I bet a lot of you have a guess, at least. Let me know what you think. I'm open to suggestions, because I keep thinking of movies like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All these different Hollywood movies that, depict something else walking among us, or infiltrating us, or taking over our bodies, or... Yeah. What else is walking around with us? I hope somebody knows. Thanks for watching. May God be with you all.